Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, many of us have them and check them like crazy throughout the day. You're probably already checking your updates this morning. Taking a closer look, 1.28 billion people are on Facebook and spend about 18 minutes per visit on the site. Nearly 255 million people are on Twitter, with nearly twice the number of tweets sent each day. When it comes to Instagram, 150 million users with an average of 55 million photos posted each day. But are we overdoing it, and should we unplug for a while? Well, local blogger and mom Jamie Ivey is trying it. You're doing something drastic. You've actually talked your friends into doing it as well, or they heard about it and wanted to do it.
Yes.
Thank you two so much for being here.
Thank you.
So I think people first want to know, why change? I mean, a lot of people just say the technology is just part of who we are now, and that's just how we live.
And it is. I agree with that. Technology is here to stay. Facebook is wonderful. I'm by no means saying it's bad. It's awesome. I just felt like, for me, I felt like it was kind of overtaking my world. It was the first thing I checked when I got up. When conversation got boring, I got on my phone. At my kid's baseball game, I'm on my phone. You know, riding in the car with my husband, I'm on my phone. And so I just felt as though it was becoming more of my life to connect with people than real life friends.
Yeah. And
so,
you said kids. You've got 4 kids.
I have 4 kids. And the other day, one of my kids picked up my phone. They're like, "Oh, Mom, you only have 30 likes on this." And I was like, "Oh, gosh, you already noticed. You already know the lingo."
Yeah.
You know, so it's here to stay, and I love it. It's wonderful. I just felt like we needed a break. And so my husband and I are both off social media until the end of July.
Mm-hmm. And you've been doing it for 2 weeks now?
Monday's 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So was the first hour hard, the first day?
The first couple of days, my mind still worked in status updates. Like, I'd think about something like, "Oh, I'm going to put that on Twitter," or "This is funny, I should tell the world." And so it took a couple days for my mind to just kind of stop thinking in 140 characters, which was weird.
Yeah.
But it's actually, I feel like it's like freed up my mind space, and I'm reading more, and I'm not constantly holding my phone and looking at it. It's been good.
And you were able to let people know what you were up to by posting this photo here on your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook. And Megan, you've done it too.
Yes, I started the same time that Jamie started, and I found it was hard. Like at night, if I couldn't sleep, I wanted to get on my phone. And, but also just when my day was bad, I wanted to post to feel validated, like people to post back and be like, "Oh yeah, that was terrible, da da da," instead of just interacting with my real life friends like Jamie and texting her or calling her and telling her about, you know, what had happened or the bad day, and getting a validation from a real friend instead of just all these people who follow me or whatever.
Yeah. So here's the question. After, you know, when August rolls around, when you get back on social media, do you think your habits will be different, or maybe it's too soon to say? I don't know.
I think it is too soon to say. I have a small suspicion that I'll probably jump right back in how I was. I mean, you know, it's just the world that we live in. But I think it'll make me more consciously aware of how much time I spend on my phone.
Yeah. So what's been the hardest part? I mean, are people actually texting you updates? I know you worried that you'd miss somebody having a baby or getting engaged.
One of my girlfriends did have a baby, and the next day a friend texted me and said, "Oh, you don't know, Rachel had her baby, here's pictures." And I do every once in a while, someone will text me and say, "Hey, I know you're not on social media. This is happening." And I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much."
Yeah.
Yeah, people will talk about it or talk about something, and I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh, you didn't see it on Facebook?" I'm like, "No, guys, I'm off social media." You know? So.
Well, I'll be tweeting out and Facebooking out this interview for you.
Thank you.
This morning. And good luck until August.
Thank you.
All right, we'll have more information about the social media fast on our website at KXAN.com.